All right, we're on. Hello, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Lauren. So happy that you all are able to join us on what is, you can't have more right now. You have too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yes, so we have, if you saw it, we have a very special surprise that we were able to announce yesterday. And if you haven't seen it, you need to pop over to our Instagram or our Facebook page. Because yesterday we welcomed 4 little baby goats here to the sanctuary. Clearly, my friend Christopher is not one of them. You haven't been a baby for a long time, have you, old man? Have you? You haven't been a baby for like 13 years. Oh, excuse me, sir, do you mind? Christopher, really? That's where you're gonna, that's where you want to stand, huh, big guy? Let's, we can stand up here a little bit. So yes, so I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on with those baby goats. If you are joining us here for the first time and you have not seen one of our live stream videos before, Christopher's gone around the other side of the camera now. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying enough attention to you. You want to come back? Oh, come back. You're a good boy. There you go. So yes, we are Catskill Animal Sanctuary, and we are located in upstate New York, about 2 hours north of New York City, and we are a rescue for farmed animals such as sheep, like my boy here, goats, like our little friends we'll be talking about in a moment, the chickens who are actually scratching around behind the camera over there, and all sorts of other animals who need a good home after a lot of them have, really suffered. And we have about 300 rescued animals living with us, and we've actually rescued over 5,000 since we got started almost 20 years ago. So, yes, the newest additions. Let's talk about that. Again, if you have not seen their introduction video that we posted up on yesterday, definitely do that, but, after we're done here. Stay with us here for now. And if you have questions about the little ones, definitely pop them in the chat. We're still figuring a few things out with them, so I might not be able to answer all of your questions. But hopefully, as hey, handsome. As, the days go on and we spend some more time with our new little friends, we'll be able to have some more information to provide you all with, because they haven't even been here 24 hours yet. And oh my gosh, they are precious. They are. And so are you. So are you. All of you are precious. What are you doing, goofball? So yes, why don't we then, Christopher? Hey, I know you're not getting enough attention right now. This is what Christopher does when he's not getting enough attention, is he just parks himself right in front of you, right? Aw. Okay, buddy, well, how about this? We'll cut to a video, and I will give Christopher some more love, and then maybe when we come back, he'll be settled down a little bit. So yeah, we have just a series of cute little videos. We'll put one up for now, so you can get a good look at the little babies and what sort of nonsense they've been getting into. And Christopher, you come here. All right, so I hope that was a good first look at some of our dear little friends. So let me tell you a little bit about them. Now, this is a situation that people had been asking us about a lot in the past week or two, about this place, Sprout Creek Farm, which is located here within the Hudson Valley, like we are, and that there were animals there when the place was closing that needed rehoming. So we were, in discussion with people, and we were part of this rescue that was facilitated by some regional animal organizations here. And on our part, we did bring home those 4 little ones. Now, they don't have names yet. We are working on that, and we'll figure it out. We do have it's 3 little boys and 1 little girl. The girl is the smallest one, who's like a tan color. But oh my gosh, are they precious or what? Do we have any questions or anything about our friends yet?
We have comments like, "My heart is melting," and "Those ears."
Oh my god, the ears. Yes. Oh, they're too much. Question?
And we do have one question, but if you
Go
wanted
for
to
it.
say something about the ears, I'm happy to ask it in a second.
No, do the question first. Yeah.
Are the babies named yet?
Are the babies named yet? So we are working on that. These guys are so young; they're gonna be kicking around here for a long time. So we want to make sure they've got good names. So we are, we're getting some ideas from other members of the staff. And once we have kind of settled on who's who, then we will definitely let you all know. And they are, by the way, all Nubian goats. So Nubian goats are like the larger, a lot of times brown ones. So if you've been to the sanctuary here before and you've met Hermione and Tigger, they are also both Nubian goats. And so is Ollie, who we had here on the live stream a week or 2 ago.
And Caroline.
And Caroline as well, yes. And the ears, like, oh my gosh, the ears are too much. Sweetie, I love you, but you're being difficult today. You're such a good boy. Look at this, you're a mess. You're a mess. I'm so sorry. This is what you get when you live with someone who's blind, huh? They don't tell you when you have a little trouble there. It's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I insulted him. And we do have a series of pictures that we could put up if we want to just kind of rotate through the 4 of them, and you can see. Caden, you'll have to tell me what order you're putting them up in, though.
So we are going to be looking at who I call the Doberman.
Oh, man. He's a bit of trouble already, that one. Come here, Chris.
Little cute baby boy. We're going to be looking at Little Miss Light Brown.
The girl of the crowd. She's the smallest one, but she's got the biggest voice. Oh my god, we have some audio of them screaming. We can do that next. But
Then we've got Little Mr. Dark Brown. And then we've got brown and white. Without saying their names, it's hard.
Yes, it's tricky. We will get better names for them. Don't worry, Christopher. Sweetie, you're too much. You're just like the babies. You're getting in the way. And the reason why we are not out there right now, by the way, and we're in the barn instead with Christopher, is for a couple of reasons. One of them being, at the moment, we're having some internet problems out where their barn is located. If you're familiar with the sanctuary, they are in the barn where at various times Leo and Alice were. Also Trudy and Miracle were in there for a bit. So it's kind of out down past the pond if you're familiar with the sanctuary. So we are working on our internet because we want to be able to bring you sights and sounds from all parts of the sanctuary. So that'll get worked out soon. The other thing is our dear new little babies have coccidia, which if you've ever had coccidia, which I have not, but I hear it is quite unpleasant. It's like intestinal parasites, and their parasite load is like enormous right now. So we really want to be minimizing the amount of time that we are in there, because that is something that could be passed on to other animals here, though we can be picked up here with the humans, and we're all, trying to stay as safe and healthy as we can. So that's why we're really careful, and that's also why you'll see in the videos people in with the babies wearing the suits, because we want to make sure that everyone is staying healthy. It's not just one thing that we're worried about making sure no one gets sick in the outside world or picks up coronavirus. We want to also make sure everyone's staying safe here. So that's why you'll see the suits and the gloves. Right, buddy? And let's see, do we have the video lined up of the screaming babies? Because that one is something else.
We probably do, Lauren. How long is it?
It's like a minute or so.
Okay, got it. I will transition that now.
Oh, I love you. You're a hugger. You're a baby hugger. No! Shoot, he was tricking me. I thought he was hugging me. He was biting my hair. Oh, good job, lady. Good girl. You show them who's boss. You gonna come? Ooh, hi. What a good job you did. Oh, what two? Oh, oh, hi. Oh, hi. 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 There was a goat there, an intact male that was probably their breeder goat. And his
We're good.
All right, so that was actually a different video. We have so many videos of these babies, like you have no idea. We can't keep them straight. It's been so much fun hanging out with them, little troublemakers. So that was the little girl and the Doberman-looking guy playing ruler of the mountain, I guess, on their little goat igloo. So yeah, I mean, they're babies. They're just out there getting into trouble, flopping around, being little noodles, and then taking naps. It's really cute. I mean, we can see, we've known them for less than 24 hours, and we're already being able to see, like, all right, how are these guys gonna be? The little, like, chocolate brown and white one, he seems a little more chill. He seems like he's more likely to kind of hang out by himself and just kind of enjoy the sun. Not to say he doesn't play around and mess around, but he seems a little more laid back most of the time. The Doberman-looking one is, I think, maybe going to give Violet or Alice a run for their money. We're going to have to keep an eye on that one. He seems like he likes to play around. So, yeah, and then the girl seems really sweet, and then the taller one, that one hasn't wanted to hang out with me as much, so maybe he's not as into humans, I don't know. Again, we just met them, so it'll be so fun to watch how their personalities and everything develop, and how they mature into their goat voices. So we got the screaming now?
Yes, I could transition over to actual screaming this time,
Yes,
you guys.
otherwise I'll just have to sit here and scream, and I don't think Christopher would appreciate that.
I'll hurry that transition for you.
You're too much.
We are back on, and Christopher just walked in front of the camera for you.
You're too much.
Thank you, handsome.
Yeah, how about those voices on those babies though? Like the loudest one is the little tan one, who's the girl. So she might be the smallest one, but she has got a pair of lungs. Yeah. So I don't know. That might have been the video where at the end you heard me laughing. I was trying so hard to not laugh during that video, but I just couldn't. I mean, yeah. But yes, questions. Let's get some more questions, hey buddy.
Yeah, so in terms of Christopher.
It's like, I've been watching you do a bunch of these videos, and I think I am ready to be the production assistant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christopher.
You ready?
Oh, the wiggle dance.
Oh, wiggle.
So we're going to focus on Lauren's face and ask a few questions. Michelle would like to know, how long do they have to be in quarantine?
Yes, so anytime we do bring in new residents, no matter what sort of situation they might have come from, we do have a standard quarantine process just to make sure they don't have any weird bugs or anything that they might pass along to the other animals here. Like I said, we are already aware that these little ones do have coccidia. We're doing more tests to figure out if there's anything else we need to be concerned about. So those kinds of things do take time. So we need to have enough time for all of their test results to come back, and then for anything that we need to deal with, we have to let that treatment run its course. So pretty standard, like the standard basic quarantine is about 2 weeks, and then it can be lengthened out depending on, what we find in the test results. Like if you remember Nina, that little lamb who's another show stealer here, when she was rescued, she had ORF, which is this nasty virus that we just had to let it run its course, and that took like 3 months. So she had to be in quarantine for 3 months. Hopefully that will not be the case with our new little ones, because we can't wait to be able to go in there and just get climbed on and nibbled on. They're quite nibbly as they grow in their little teeth. They just kind of want to nibble on anything. And I mean, plus they're goats, so they do enjoy nibbling on things. So yeah. And then, I mean, eventually they will meet some of the other goats. They have kind of met through the fence a little bit, as the Underfoots, like Hermione and Tigger and Alice, have been walking by. At this point, it's still so new. We don't know which, where they're, when they grow up, where they're gonna end up living, or who they're gonna end up living with. Like, are they gonna be Underfoots? Are they gonna live in a field with some of the other goats? We don't know yet. We'll see how things go. But chances are, since they are so young, they will be just the 4 of them for a little bit. Hi, Junior. Old Man Junior has just walked out. Hello. Here's Old Man Junior.
We have another question, which is, how old are the baby goats?
Yes, so right now we estimate they are about 12 weeks old. So, still little ones. They are still being bottle fed a bit. We are trying to wean them off of the bottle, when we can, because as you know, if you've met some of our bottle fed babies here, like Amelia, Alice and Violet being goats, and Amelia being a pig, that those ones are the ones who tend to really like to cause trouble. So we want to make sure we're able to teach them like good behaviors, that they won't be little troublemakers. But I mean, they are goats, so we do always expect some amount of trouble from them. We're just gonna make sure that Violet and Alice aren't too much of a bad influence, or to make my family happy, a bad influence. And there's your joke of this live stream.
Everybody, how long
do babies live? So I mean, goats can live for quite some time, into their late teens easily. So they'll be kicking around here for a
Hi, everybody.
Oh, we lost the sound, huh?
How's this working?
All right.
It got
You lost
unplugged.
me in that, so.
We're gonna wait and see for a second. Make sure. Let us know. Is it coming through a little bit better now, everybody?
Yeah, well, hang on a second.
Is it coming through better now?
That's just more.
Okay, the sound is back. Sorry about that, everybody. I know that we had a little bump into the camera, so it probably disconnected the microphone.
Yeah.
But we'll let Lauren get back to talking all about
Sebastian.
our babies.
Today has been one of those days. You know those days when it's like, why is nothing working right? Technology-wise. Today has been one of those days. But hey, whatever. That's the part of the fun of doing it live. You don't know what's gonna happen. Right, Christopher? It's fun. Thank you, Sebastian.
So, briefly, we may have lost you at how long goats can live.
How long goes can live?
So we might want to just answer that really quickly, and then we have a few more questions.
Yes. So as we said, the babies are about 12 weeks old now, so they're still like little ones. And goats can live into their late teens. With Cerberus being our old man right now, he's such a sweetheart. He's so good. He's just kind of like, sweetie. But yes, so dear Cerberus is like 18 years old or something, which makes him the resident old man goat. These are our old man sheep. So, yes, Sebastian, hello. So yes, they'll be kicking around for a long time still.
We also have questions about how our other animals, including our underfoots, are reacting to our little babies.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, the babies are kind of far out in like that direction, out by the pond. So not necessarily all of the animals have interacted with them. The underfoots have walked by their field though, and they definitely like walked up. At first they were just like ignoring, but then later on in the day, I guess they came back by and they were kind of like, what are those little things? So the babies were not so interested in the adult goats, but the adult goats were definitely more like, why are these babies here? The babies were just kind of playing around and doing their thing and not paying attention to the grown-ups. I'm sure that throughout the sanctuary, all of the animals can hear the babies though, because as you heard yourself, they are quite loud. I could actually hear them from inside the office earlier, so on the other side of the pond and inside of a building. And the windows were not open, so yeah. There's a lot of screaming. And we've got one or two more videos that we could pop into real quick too and see what else the little ones are up to, right?
We do.
We've never been rocked like this today.
You're back.
All right, like too cute, am I right? And then we have one more that we can pop into, which is just something quick, and it's just our little friends getting a little bit of love as well. And then we'll take last questions.
And we're back again.
All right, so there will be way more footage of the baby goats. I mean, how can you not just want to like be near them all the time and take their pictures and just fawn all over them all the time? So definitely keep an eye on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, our YouTube page, which I assume you have found already. And we will be posting all kinds of content over there. Of our friends, and we can't wait to be able to welcome you all here again to see everybody, such as needy Mr. Christopher here, who is just always getting in the way right now, huh? There's a good wiggle though, and our new little baby friends too. So. And I'm sure they could not wait to meet you and nibble on your fingers and climb on you. Do we have any more questions? And again, like any of the questions that were, Junior has an itch. Oh no, there he goes. Any of the questions that we're not able to answer today, we will be back here again on Thursday this week, 1 o'clock, and we can do another little check-in with our little ones then.
Michelle is asking, what are the holes in their ears?
Oh, yes. So you might notice, depending on like when the videos were taken, some of them being yesterday and some of them being today, in the ones from yesterday when they first arrived, the little ones do have ear tags in, and they're rather large. They're about like this big. So when they...
I can do the photo of them.
Oh, yeah, I put a photo on there. Look at me. Past Lauren was thinking ahead for future Lauren. So you can see the size of them there. And our little baby friends do have big ears, but they're not that big. So yesterday afternoon, later on, we did remove the tags because those could get infected or it could get like pulled or something. And plus, they're still growing, so we don't want that to interfere with anything. You might notice on some of the sheep who live here, they have little metal tags, and those we've left in. Those are sheep who are fully grown, and the tags are much, much smaller, so we don't want to mess around with them too much. But if those start bothering those sheep, then we would, of course, deal with that. Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes, if you remove the tags from a baby's ears, their holes will actually fill in. Whereas with our adults, if we remove them and they're already done growing, they'll have those holes there, and we don't want them to snag on anything. So it's largely a safety precaution, but these guys should be able to make a full recovery.
Yeah. So, Christopher, what do we do with you? It's so funny because if anyone has met Christopher anytime like 4+ years ago, he was so afraid of everyone and he would never do this. Now he's just like, hello, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. But yeah, so those, right now their ears are probably a little sore around the holes. When I was in there earlier, they were kind of red and everything around where the little ear holes are, but they will be okay with it.
And, I think, let me just check and make sure I'm not missing. Stewie wants to know, Jerry wants to know where Stewie is.
Where's Stewie? You know what, actually, we want to take a walk down the end of the barn. I can see them all coming in, and then maybe we'll also be able to hear the babies. So Christopher, you want to come for a walk? He's got an itch. Come on, buddy. Come on. Michael's here. Michael is our lovely turkey friend here. Normally appreciates hugs, but lately, since Michael is molting, also Violet's right next to you, Kaden. Mm-hmm. Since Michael has been molting, she seems a little less interested in hugs. Molting is when they shed their feathers and grow new ones, and that's why maybe she looks a little scruffy. I don't know. Do you want a hug now? Go away. Why didn't you go walk in your back? Did you get into trouble?
Yes.
Yeah, not interested. If you can imagine, growing feathers out of all of your skin is probably a little uncomfortable, and you might not want someone touching you. So, yeah. And here are our lovely sheep friends, and it is a beautiful day. Beautiful day in upstate New York here. It was rainy 2 days. It's gonna be rainy 2 more days, but for right now, it is beautiful. So where is Mr. Stewart? He's in here somewhere. Hi guys. The sheep are a little nervous sometimes about the whole camera setup we've got here, so they may or may not be interested. Oh, but Micah is so brave. Micah is brave. My Scouty is brave. And Stewart will make his way around.
Oh,
here.
here's Stewie. And I'm sorry, that's just Bo. I didn't realize when I was looking at the name. Of course you miss Stewie. He's doing well.
There's
Hi,
your
handsome.
boy, always getting in the in-between. Hi, sheep. Hi, sheep. Oh my gosh, I'm surrounded. Oh my gosh, I'm surrounded. Oh no. This is my favorite place to be. It's surrounded by sheep. Many sheepy friends. Oh, it's okay. I know that is a very large thing, Hayden is handling. It's okay. Yeah, Zeke does not like the whole. It's okay. So yeah, that's how things are going around here, right, boys? Oh, excuse me, sir. No. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. That is Stewart's favorite trick, the old swat, when you are not paying enough attention to him. Too much. I was hoping we could hear the babies, but I do not hear them right now. But you could see, do we want to pan over so people can see where their little house is located? It's that direction.
Yes, and it's very windy, and we had to unconnect the wind mic because of the audio issue, so I'm so sorry, you guys.
Yes. Help me up, sheep.
But our babies are all the way over in that little greenhouse, just all the way across the pond. So they're kind of way out there in their little quiet baby spot. And I'm sure eventually they will be out and about ready to greet everyone.
Yeah, and by the way, if you see that red frame thing over there that's next to their little house, so it's by where that orange and yellow truck is. That's actually the chicken barn. So as you might be aware, last fall we were gonna start putting up our chicken barn, but because of the weather, we weren't initially able to get it going when we wanted. But now that the weather is turning around, we're working on it. So that's the frame of it over there. So that is a very exciting. Excuse me. I hear them. I don't know. It's probably not gonna pick up. I'm just gonna hope that got picked up, because otherwise we're just gonna stand here and not say anything for a while. But yeah, I think our time is running out. So unless there's any last things to share from our fantastic audience.
Janine wants to know when shearing day will be, and then we'll use that as our last question.
Cover up his little ears. Oh, okay. You don't like your ears covered up either. Probably soon. Behind you is Stewart, by the way. Stewart is currently using Caden's leg as a scratching pose. They got louder. I don't know if you could hear them or not. So for our sheep friends, shearing day is going to be coming up soon. That is not their favorite day, though. As you can see, my boy Atticus here, he is already panting quite a bit. So this stuff he's not gonna shed. So if he keeps that on his body, he's gonna get really sick come summertime. So my poor boy, we are gonna have to shear him off, and it's probably in the next week or two. Stewart, though, can I see your hair? We can have fun with Stewart and help him shed, because he does shed. Look at that, you made that. Look at that. Yeah? Oh, your friends are leaving. Everybody's leaving. You should go with them. Go with your friends. Yeah. You gotta go with your friends and we gotta sign off. But we'll be back, right? We'll be back. We'll be back on Thursday, 1 o'clock. So we'll have some more exciting goat news. I'm sure we'll have more videos. Maybe we'll have the names by then. So that would be something super exciting to tune in for. So definitely keep an eye on all of our various social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, website. If you would like to support our work, and such as with bringing in these I really hope that sound is coming through. Bringing in these new little ones, we do have our text to donate, which is if you text CAS to 91999, That is super appreciated. We love when folks are able to support us. And if you can't support us financially, of course, we understand how things are. If you want to share this video or other stuff that we do, we would really appreciate that. And and I didn't even mention Linda. Linda's going to be back tomorrow, which is Wednesday, for a cooking demo on her Instagram, at our Compassionate Cuisine Instagram, which is at AddLoveStir. I believe that's at 4 o'clock. Am I right, Kaden? 4 o'clock tomorrow. So I don't know what she's going to be cooking up, but I'm sure it'll be something good.
We signing off?
I think we're good.
Bye, everyone.
I have to go look at more baby goats. Take care, everybody. Be safe. We miss you. Bye-bye.